Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I thought I'd do a quick energy check-in. We should use some tarot cards, the Everyday Tarot. Let's have a look and see what the energy is like today. What day are we on? Oh, we're on Wednesday today. Okay, midweek. Let's have a look and see what the energy is like today. Four of Cups. Now that's normally a masculine, I'd say, who's stubborn. But he's looking at this cup. Normally he's not paying any attention to this cup that's being offered. That's a divine hand there. It's a masculine's arm as well. So there is a masculine here who's offering this cup. This masculine is spiritual. Okay. I'm not sure whether he's dead or alive. Did Dead or Alive sing, "You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round"? I'm taking to actually like vinyl records now and when they're scratched. Okay, let's have a look. Interesting. I felt it was a masculine's hand. I'm just going to... Oh, okay, I can see now. Well, I can't, but I can see some masculine's hands here. Spiritual hands. Okay, let me show you these cards. Four of Cups. Like I said, normally he's not looking at the hand. He's normally dwelling on these three cups here. But he's taken a look at this hand, and I felt it was a masculine's arm. And you can see two masculines here. They take me to the Hierophant, to be honest. Okay. So I'm feeling the energy here of, from both sides, from both angles, there's more than two angles, but just from both sides, there's love being offered. Now, it looks like he is tapping into the right side, quite literally, his right side. Okay. So he's tapping on the right side here. What's he on the right side of? The right side of love? Because now we have two feminines, and I feel that there's one that's being rejected and one that's being received. This one in the far distance is the one that's being received. It feels the energy of we're sticking to the right side of life. You know, when I'm looking at them here, they're all going towards the left side. Okay. And then we have the King of Pentacles here, who is actually looking on the right side when I look down here. It's a bit confusing. It's the energy of being spun around. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. The Magician. That's so interesting because it's like pointing to the right side. When I hold it up here, okay, it looks like it's the right side because this is my right and this is the left. But then when I hold it towards me, this is the right and this is the left. Listen, we'll try and make some sense out of this because there's a masculine here. It's like he has maybe been looking in a certain direction, but now he's going to turn and look in the other direction. Let's read these cards. The Four of Cups. This masculine's a bit all over the place. What way is he going to go? Left or right? Offers and opportunities are flowing to you, but for now you're saying no. Contemplate your next step and focus on what is important to you. Now we've got the Three of Pentacles. Who are you chatting to over there? My pussycat's having a chat. You are collaborating with others and creating synergies to achieve big results. You balance the wisdom of the experts and the new ideas of the novices. Okay, you're balancing the wisdom of the experts and the new ideas of the novices. Now let's have a look at this card here because it's the only card that has two feminines in it. The Five of Swords. You have been engaged in a win-lose conflict. Trust has been broken, and you feel that you are acting in competition with others rather than in collaboration. Look for common ground or seek forgiveness to move forward. This masculine, is he seeking forgiveness first before he moves forward? I feel like he's done a dirty on this feminine here. He's done a dirty act on this feminine. He's seeking forgiveness. Okay. He's been engaged in a win-lose situation, and it's like he knows that and he needs to move on, but it's like he needs to be forgiven first. I feel like the Divine Fathers are forgiving this masculine. Let's look at the King of Pentacles, which is an entrepreneurial card. It is the father, the husband, the keeper. Okay. That takes me to like the lady with the bosh egg. I feel like this masculine also has been keeping secrets. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles. You are confident, attracting and managing wealth. You can translate your vision into something that is tangible, practical, and often lucrative. You are the ultimate business owner. So this masculine is going to be taking care of business. The Magician. And it's like under divine providence, divine guidance, divine order. The Magician's here. The second card in the tarot is the Magician. The Fool goes to the Magician to learn the tricks of the trade. Okay. The Fool meets the Magician. Is the first person the Fool meets on his journey. The Magician is the first person that the Fool meets on his journey. Okay. The Magician, you are taking action to manifest your goals and have the resources to create what you desire. You combine magic and practicality to bring your ideas to reality. So combining magic here with practicality, we're going to bring your ideas to reality. I've got this one bit of hair here, which I may just have to pull out. Because it keeps ending up in my mouth. I feel really drawn to go to the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, so let's go there. And I feel that's what this masculine's being drawn towards, is the Divine Feminine. But first, it's like he's seeking forgiveness. From who? I feel from this other feminine. Not the Divine Feminine's energy. It's like he doesn't want to leave on a bad note. As someone wrote a note. This masculine may have been left a bad note. I felt like he's been left with a bad taste in his mouth. Let's have a look. The Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook. Let's see what's going on with this feminine. I feel this is you in the background here. Divine Feminine. Okay, how on earth do I pronounce this name? Anand? Oh my goodness. Amanda Mayi. Ma. Ananda Mayi Ma. The joy-permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Interesting. I felt the energy of the fathers here, the Divine Fathers. They're supporting, well, the joy-permeated mother. As Abraham Hicks would sing, joy is the key. You can do it. Let's find out where Ananda Mayi Ma is in the book. Okay. Page number 68. Opened up to 86. 68. So I feel there's a lot here about, like spinning it around. Oh, it takes me then to a vinyl. What's on the A side and what's on the B side? Okay. Where are we going to? Page number 68. I'm going to read why your soul selected this card. There's a passage in Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda that relates an encounter he had with Ananda Mayi Ma. He asks her why she is always so filled with joy and can enter states of bliss instantly. She explains to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to Earth, she was the same. As a little girl, and later when she grew into a woman, she was still the same. And now, sitting in front of Yogananda, she remains the same. And even after death, she says, though the dance of creation changes around me, I shall be the same. Dead or alive. This is self-realization, merging with that aspect within us that never changes. It's becoming conscious of the self that is eternal, while within this brief mortal experience. Okay, so it's becoming conscious of the self that is eternal, while within this brief mortal existence. Anandamayi Ma believed that the only true calling or purpose any of us have is to become realized, and so she believed that any action we take toward that goal is sacred. There's a deep calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge with the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience every time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are the guru, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same, no matter how much change surrounds us, then we get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of our being. And what I picked up here, because I picked up with this masculine here, he's going to take care of business. Okay. If we can remember that we are the guru, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same, no matter how much change surrounds us, then we get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of our being. So the soul voice meditation, what does joy feel like in my body? And the intention, I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Everything changes but you. Take that. In a way, because this was coming through last week, maybe the week before. But you know when you say to somebody, I suppose we're going on the statement of a leopard never changes his spots. And you can kind of say, you know, to someone, do you believe that people can change? But can you also believe that people don't change? And I feel like this, I feel it's a karmic energy involved with the masculine. She never changes. And the feminine, because I felt there was an evolution with the feminine, but you're still the same you. Divine feminine. Pure, bright and simple. Should we have a look and see where you are on the enchanted map? I think we might be speaking to this masculine, but let's have a look at the message here. Okay, the enchanted map. Let's have a look. Dry desert. Okay, let's have a look at this message. Card number 31. Opens up to 13, which is solitude. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you love. Let me show you. You've got to live right now. Right now. Right now. 31. It's like the divine masculine here is going to be taking care of business because he wants to live right now, in the moment. Dig deep for inspiration and truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. Is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? And I would say that that's really describing this masculine and this karmic energy. Feel like you're not really getting anywhere. This card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. You're being required to conserve your energy until, after consistent effort, you reach the oasis you're searching for. Consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of the outer environment. In a desert, water, essential for life, can be found deep underground. Go deep within yourself now. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you're asking about will not be found in the conditions you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. This may not seem like the most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is a most important place to find what's truly right for you. Wow, what is truly right for you? Divine Masculine. Let's go to your sacred destiny. The Lover's Oracle just fell on the floor. Okay. Forgiveness. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Sunset glow. As the sun sinks behind the horizon and the reds and oranges turn to lavenders and deep purples of the ensuing night, the day is complete. Sunset signifies that a new cycle has begun. As each star emerges into the velvet sky, we enter a realm of the dark unknown where magic and even mystery of life itself seems to shimmer above us. To be regretting that the day is done is to miss the glory of the starry heavens above. Okay, the sacred landscape wants you to know. It is human to want to hold on to the past, our memories, experiences and relationships. However, there can be times when we are carrying so much of the past that we can't fully see the present. The past doesn't need to equal the future. Just because you had a pattern or a reoccurring challenge in the past doesn't mean that it needs to reoccur in the future. The key is to be willing and ready to simply and cleanly let go of the hold that the past has on you. The past is gone, and it's okay to let it go. The way to do this is to fully immerse yourself in the here and now. Be super aware of the sights, sounds, smells, textures, and energy of your present. Okay, be super aware of the sights, sounds, smells, textures, and energy of your present. When you do this, the past simply vanishes and the glory of the present emerges. The glory of the present emerges. Okay, let's carry on. Let's have a look at these cards. Are these the well-being cards? I will go to the Lover's Oracle. Let's pull a card from here first. So these are Teachings of Abraham. Joy is the key. Well-being cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. The measure of my success is my joy. The amount of joy you have, the amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. That's a good message, isn't it? Perfect. So the amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful, in brackets, contributor. And we all want to contribute, don't we, to the well-being of our world. Should we get another card from here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. I'll get those lovers oracle on the floor. I should pick them up off of the floor. Okay, hold on. Let me read this first. There is nothing for me to guard against. You gotta knock, knock, knock on wood. Why do we knock on wood? Because we hope that something won't happen to us. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Okay. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it, be the evidence of it, and give others reason to believe that all can be well. As you feel, Divine Feminine, you've given others reason to believe that all can be well. All is well. Okay, let's move on to some more cards. I'm getting really into the flow now. Let's have a look at the energy oracle cards. Okay, I've got the card. I'm also being told to go and turn the radio on. And if you want to, let me know in the comments what song's on the radio. Door to Romance. Oh, it's opened. There is nothing for me to guard against. All is well. The Door to Romance is here. Card number 33. Christ consciousness number. Door to Romance. There's something about lyrics of the song that's playing will resonate with your story. Okay. New beginnings in love. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with a heart, I was going to say this door with an open heart, this door with a heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. A new love may be arriving, and you are being brought together by a strong, resonant connection. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in energetic potential, so when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Are you? It's ready to open that door. Are you? Let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle here. It says it's a 4-card spread. This is a simple spread for a quick overall look at a situation. Well, let's do it. The first one is past influences of the situation. Two cards. Okay. Interesting. Past influences of the situation. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And I think that the Four of Cups, it said that there were opportunities, but for the moment, you've been saying no. So it's about imagining all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I felt like the masculine's inside like the tree there, and like the feminine's on the other side. It's like it's safe to come out. It's safe to love. Okay, we have another card for the past energy. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. And I feel that that's kind of what's been lost, is the joyfulness, the playfulness between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Past energy. Let's have a look at the now, how the situation is affecting you now. Well, I feel the masculine here wants his joy back. And his joy is the divine feminine. Okay. Current energy, please. Oh, of course. We know what this card is. Anyone who has the deck knows what this card is. Twin flames, your passion ignites. How the situation is affecting you now. I felt like how the situation is infecting you now. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Let's look into the future. Possibilities for the future, about 6 months. Okay, we've got a couple of cards. We got a couple. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Now, when I said in about 6 months, that's going to take us into summer, the end of summer, really. So I don't know whether or not there's still some... they're murky thoughts because they're unwanted thoughts. And they're the thoughts that need to be dissolved now. Okay. So life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I do feel like this masculine is now prepared to go with the flow. See where it leads. We've got this card here. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. And I know that this is for the future. The possibilities for the future. Well, it's about travelling into the unknown and see what unfolds. So let's look at the outcome. Indicates the overall message, lesson, a culmination of everything examined. So this card will indicate the overall message or lesson, a culmination of everything examined. Give it to me, baby. And all the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Okay. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And that's exactly what's needed. It said, didn't it? It's now a time to go within. And the answers that you find can be found deep underground. We're going underground. Okay. I think we best get this reading wrapped up, although it's a very nice energy. It's a very nice energy I'm feeling doing the reading. Let's get you some daily guidance. And then we shall end with a Mother Mary card. Let's get some daily guidance from your angels regarding this story. It's time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, which we know. Spoke about that in the forgiveness card. It's a very well synchronized reading, isn't it? The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. Now, seeing as this was the kind of future energy, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. And it says, endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. Let's read this card. Where's the book? I was just also looking at I feel like the angels are coming to get you, Divine Masculine. They're going to be getting you out of there. The angels have been sent. Okay, let's read this card. Time to go. The angels bring you this card to help you admit to yourself that it's time to leave. You already know the situation they're referring to. You've hesitated leaving because of loyalties and fears. Yet the angels assure you that it's the best way. Work very closely with your angels during this transition to ensure its harmony for everyone concerned. Surrender any guilt or other negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. The additional meanings for this card: completion and the end of a cycle are at hand. The purpose has been served in this relationship or situation. Surrender and release. Call upon Archangel Azrael for help with grieving, and Archangel Michael for help with courage. So this is really kind of coming in with yesterday's message, maybe the one where when I had quite intense pain during one, and that was because you were reluctant to speak. But it did say that you were going through a transformation and an acceptance was needed. Okay, so surrender any guilt or other negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. And also I picked up with the two, I've closed the book. I picked up on the two fatherly kind of energies here. I'm digging deep under the cards here. I've stacked them all up on top of my original cards. So, but you know that there was two fatherly figures. Well, we've got call on Archangel Azrael for help with grieving, and Archangel Michael for help with courage. And then we've got trustworthy guidance. Okay, let's finish with a Mother Mary card. It's interesting, there's a card reversed in the deck. Our Lady of Sacred Union. Let's turn that up the right way with Our Lady of Passion. Interesting. Maybe that one's meant to be in reverse because we've got two feminines on the table. And there's one that, I don't want to say they're not worthy of sacred union, but the wrong pairing. It's the wrong match. So, Our Lady of Passion, I feel, is a divine feminine energy. Our Lady of Sacred Union, I do feel is not so sacred as it seems. Let's have a look and see what the Mother Mary would like to say anyway. Let's have a look. In reverse. Interesting, because my cards are not in reverse. Our Lady of the Inner Gate. Okay. Well, I do feel there's still maybe a little bit of indecision here, but over the spring, summer months, life's going to be turning around for this masculine. Oh, it's like he's going to change the record. Okay. So, Our Lady of the Inner Gate. And it's just because we saw like the tree trunk with like the opening in it, the doorway. Okay, let's have a look. Card number 19. Let's finish with this message, guys. My initiations are sacred. Little orb there. I think it's a reflection of the light bulb, but hey. I can call it an orb. My initiations are sacred, and no matter what appears to be happening in your life, I am behind it. I am always guiding life. Oh, I am always guiding life. Oh, it doesn't say that. I am behind it. I am always guiding you towards your heart, for within that sacred temple, the most precious treasure is kept. To obtain that treasure, you will need courage, trust and faith. I bestow my grace willingly upon you, my child, without restraint. You must provide the trust in me that gives you courage to take the journey. Your reward shall be riches beyond all imagining. There is a teaching that it is easier to be grateful during a feast than a famine. In a similar way, perhaps judging on appearances alone, it can be easier to feel the presence of the divine behind the happy events of our lives or strokes of luck and good fortune, rather than in the challenges and loss. Yet the Mother instructs us that she is just as much behind the challenges as she is behind the more obvious causes for celebration. How can this be? In her wisdom, she knows that of which we are capable. She knows that our heart can handle. She knows what our heart can handle, how much heartbreak we can bear in order to grow our heart into a powerful vehicle for divine compassion, bliss, and wisdom. She knows that sometimes the happier path will be of great benefit to us. She also knows that at other times, being grateful, it doesn't say that, it says being granted all that we want in the way that we think we want it would actually prevent us from fulfilling our divine destiny and receiving our full spiritual inheritance. Let me repeat that part. She also knows that at other times, being granted all that we want in the way that we think we want it would actually prevent us from fulfilling our divine destiny and receiving our full spiritual inheritance. Whilst there will be many times in her journey with us that she guides us along a joyful path, there will also be times when her guidance leads us straight into what we most wanted to avoid. That might be loss or challenge, or a letting go that requires greater trust than we have ever had to summon before, or a need to endure great confusion as we let go of a life too small for us. We will grow through the transition into a larger life awaiting us. What gets us through these initiations is the understanding that she is not trying to harm us or punish us, but to bring us to life. Our Lady of the Inner Gate comes to us with a message. We are being initiated into the power of our own hearts. The heart creates a powerful magnetic field that can be felt within us and around us. As we grow spiritually, the electromagnetic field of the heart grows too, and our energetic influence can become important, not only to immediate family members, but to whole communities with which we are involved. We can continue to grow in that heart power and become influential and sustaining to the world around us. This can even operate to the point that a country we are travelling in at any given time will be impacted by our heart field through which the Mother's grace can flow. Whatever is happening in your life at the moment, whether joyful emerging or a challenging descent into facing a fear, know that it is an initiation into your heart power. We move through these initiations by not resisting them, by staying present and being with what we feel. This might seem impossible, and yet it becomes possible with practice, patience, and a willingness to trust that it isn't some random suffering to try and get out of as soon as possible, but a pathway that is leading us somewhere truly valuable. Even if we are in dark times, we can know that Our Lady of the Inner Gate is guiding us, keeping a watchful eye on us and a guiding hand at our backs so that we can find our way into the deeper chambers of our hearts. This oracle heralds a time when you are growing in spiritual power. Whether you are aware of this consciously or not, you are becoming a person of increasing energetic influence. If you have some natural sense of spiritual responsibility, you may worry about this, wondering if you are always putting out constructive vibrations. Do not fear. You do not have to be perfect. You just need to be yourself and trust. It is your trust in the divine that brings the most power to your heart emanation and the most healing to our world around you. It is your willingness to experience your life with growing trust that empowers the Mother to act through you and for others to be nourished by your presence. It is your trust that paves the way to the inner gate, opening it wide and allowing you to discover the treasure within your heart. It is the riches within you that you are looking for always, even if you fantasize from time to time that you are desiring something else. Without the riches of the heart, anything else obtained soon enough shows itself to be an empty vessel. It is the fullness of life itself and all that it offers that shall open up to your heart as it becomes even more capable of receiving that precious gift through this process. Now, interesting, because I picked up on the trust issues yesterday on my little mini readings, and it says it is your trust that paves the way to the inner gate, opening it wide and allowing you to discover the treasure within your heart. And we had the door to romance here. It's ready to be opened. Are you? Are you ready to open up? Okay, that's the reading, guys. That's it. Do I leave you with anything else? We can do. I can leave you with a postcard from Spirit, maybe. Maybe. Let's do it. You are loved. Look at that single rose there with Cupid. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. This is the turning away part now. I just a bit confused whether you're looking left or right. Anyway, love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We just adore you over here. We just adore you over here. Let's leave it there then. You are so adored. Okay, guys, I've got to get to my button. If you're ready for me, boy, you're gonna push the button and let me know. Okay, I will catch up with you guys soon. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.